The concept is simple yet profoundly transformative. Cities designed where every resident can meet their basic needs within a 15-minute walk from their home. It promises sustainability, improved quality of life, and a reduction in carbon emissions. But beneath its green veneer, critics argue lies a sinister plot to control populations and restrict personal freedoms. Prominent figures and urban planners like Carlos Moreno, who coined the term, argue for its benefits. Yet, as the blueprint rolls out in cities like Paris, Melbourne, and Portland, a chorus of dissenting voices rises, painting a darker picture. They fear a world where movements are not just monitored but restricted, where the guise of sustainability masks a reality of surveillance and control. The conspiracy theorists point to increasing CCTV coverage, smart sensors, and data collection as tools not for public safety, but for public suppression. Imagine a city where your every move is tracked, where the distance you can travel is limited not by your means, but by mandates. A digital barrier, invisible yet impenetrable, encircles you. This, they argue, could be the 15-minute city's legacy. As we peel back the layers of urban efficiency and green living, a chilling parallel emerges, likening the 15-minute city now to a utopia, to a form of incarceration. Imagine, if you will, living within the confines of a space where every corner is monitored, where boundaries are not just physical but digital, creating an invisible but ever-present barrier. In this new urban landscape, the concept of freedom becomes abstract. The constant surveillance, the limited radius for daily activities, the tracking of movements, all eerily reminiscent of the stringent controls found within a prison. Here, the bars are made not of steel, but of data, the guards, algorithms that predict and police your every move. The proponents of the 15-minute city envision a world of convenience where everything you need is but a short walk away. Yet one cannot help but question, at what cost? In the pursuit of this vision, do we risk creating urban environments that feel more like open-air prisons than communities? History teaches us that the line between utopia and dystopia is perilously thin. In these 15-minute cities, the promise of convenience masks a potential for control that could alter the very essence of urban living. Like inmates on a carefully monitored schedule, residents might find their lives dictated not by choice, but by an overarching system designed under the guise of efficiency and sustainability. It begs the question, what is the true price of living in a world where your every move is calculated, where your freedom is confined not by physical chains, but by the boundaries of a well-intentioned algorithm? Is this the future we envision for our cities, or can we find a path that embraces both innovation and individual liberty? As more cities adopt this model, the debate intensifies. Supporters call it a necessary evolution, while opponents see it as the first step towards an Orwellian nightmare. The truth, as always, lies shrouded in the complexity of intent and interpretation. The allure of accessible, localized living comes with a complex web of consequences. On one hand, the prospect of tighter-knit communities, reduced reliance on vehicles, and a resurgence of local economies paints a hopeful picture. Small businesses could thrive in these microcosms, fostering a sense of community solidarity and economic diversification. Yet beneath this communal renaissance lies a shadow of concern. The demarcation of urban spaces into 15-minute segments risks deepening social divides. Affluent areas might become self-sustained paradises, while less privileged neighborhoods could face neglect, exacerbating inequality and spatial segregation. Economically, the model proposes a shift from global to local. But as the fabric of these cities tightens, the cost of living within these conveniently packaged zones could soar, pricing out the very individuals it aims to serve. The transition may also disrupt traditional employment sectors, challenging workers to adapt to a new, localized economy that may not have room for all.